The U.S. government spoke out Wednesday after hearing the harsh convictions against anti-government protesters in Bahrain.
We are concerned about the severity of the sentences handed down yesterday in Bahrain.
A military court sentenced 8 Shiite activists to life in prison. 13 other people were also tried and convicted on terrorism-related charges. The sentences up to 15 years.
We continue to urge the Bahraini government to abide by its commitment to transparent judicial proceedings conducted in full accordance with Bahrain's international legal obligations.
Bahrain state TV said the opposition activists were convicted of plotting to overthrow Bahrain's Sunni royal family. The government released a statement which says the sentencing sends a message that law and order will be preserved, reassuring the majority of the population of Bahrain that their security will not be allowed to be compromised by violence or attempts to overthrow the regime. International human rights organizations are also very critical of these convictions.
We find it, and not only Human Rights Watch, many other organizations, international organizations, find it kind of curious that these individuals are now being charged and sentenced. Many of them, again, are leading opposition members. They don't have criminal records from before, and they would be participants, or they should be participants in the national dialogue. And if they are in prison, whether it's for 2 years, for 5 years, 15 years, or life imprisonment, it raises the question as to whether or not the government is really serious in having a national dialogue.
It's just 1 week before the start of what the government calls the National Dialogue. That's a conference set up by the regime to engage with opposition leaders to try to resolve their political differences. But El Wefaq, the largest opposition group in Bahrain, now says it may not attend.
The decree that was issued today goes against the very idea of the call for dialogue. The nature of this type of call requires careful preparations, like President Obama's call for the release of political prisoners. Today, the oppressive leadership has gone against this and deepened the political crisis. The political crisis has spread because of these decrees.
It appears dialogue may not be taken seriously. For the convicted, the verdicts will likely be challenged in a court of appeals. Colleen McEdwards, CNN, Atlanta.